Okay, good afternoon for those who are here. How are you doing? I hope you guys are all doing well. And we're going to get started. The session is being recorded as of now. We're going to start with just looking at the VPN license because I know a few of you, or maybe just one person, whoever, is not able to access my apps or is not able to access the software through my app. So you have to go through these steps to get your VPN license. So under my teams, where I created the team for us for this classroom, you're going to find the instructions on how to access your VPN or how to be able to do so. And then, so that's under, if you go under your teams, it's in your files. Okay, so make sure you go under files. Okay. So this, we're going to have it on, I don't know if you want to do, we can always start it today where we can all meet in here as well. Just what I want to do with this is that, the purpose of this is that when I'm showing you something for your MicroStation, I should be able to, in case you don't know what I'm talking about, or for some reason, you know, you have an issue on your side, you can share your screen over here and I can take over and kind of just guide you along to help you make sure that you are, you know, everything's okay and that you don't have any questions. So this is really the general theme for this. Now, if you guys have, you know, you want to post questions to each other, I'm fine with that as long as you keep it respectful. You know, help out each other, that's fine. It could be a general postings area. Files, I don't want you guys, like, if you need to upload something, if something you think is going to help somebody, you can let me know, but don't post files in here. Yeah, so that's kind of it for this Teams. So let me just stop sharing. Is anybody still having any trouble with MicroStation, opening it up? Okay, what's your, okay, so let's start with people who are having trouble. What kind of trouble are you having? How about that? Michael, I think you were the first person that said yes. Okay, so what's happening on my apps? Is it what I'm saying? Oh, is it what I'm talking about right now? That it's blocked? Okay, so big thing for the .NET 3.5, that one actually has to do with your PC. My apps won't be able to, like the service desk, IT can't do anything about this. I had the same issue, Michael, and I had to, my computer luckily was new, so I took it back to Best Buy and I was like, fix it for me, please, because it's something actually to do with the way the update. So I would check your Windows update. That's the first step. See if you can download it. The other way, okay, so what you can do, this is me like testing it out, but please don't go too far because I don't want you like breaking your laptop. Okay, so one second here. I want to show you what I learned through all this. So how you're going to check is if you go to, I think, Control Panel, go to uninstall a program, and then turn Windows features on or off. Make sure that your .NET Framework 3.5 is turned on. Yes, you can, Bao. If it make it easier, yes, you can. But I would suggest, if you can try to fix this, it would just make your life easier. But Virtual Commons, if you're comfortable with it, I'm fine with it too. Michael's the same thing. If you're comfortable using the Virtual Commons, then go ahead. Okay, but if you turn this, I'll make sure this is turned on. It says catastrophic failure. God. Okay, then try using the common Virtual Commons. And I know I had trouble. I don't know how old is your computer. Is it brand new? Oh, 3 or 4. Okay, so you probably don't have any kind of, you know, insurance or anything on there. Like not insurance, what do you call it? You know, IT coverage from some, you know, Best Buy or whoever you bought it from. Warranty, that's it. Thank you. So anyway, yeah, then virtual commons would be the way to go. I'm telling you, I had trouble myself. The other thing is, if you check my updates or Windows updates, So if you go check for Windows updates, here it might give you like an X or something saying try to update it. If you're still having trouble with that, then yeah, you have to use virtual commons. So yeah, okay, that was answering you. Okay, and a tutorial on what? On virtual commons? Not that I know of. I didn't set that up. That's something through IT, through service desk. So through the school, you might be able to do a search online, but it's, I don't know. I actually have never used it. I can see if I can get instructions and post it as well. But yeah, that's all I can do for that. Okay. Mohammed, what does it say when it's saying it's unavailable? Like, what message are you getting? You have, okay, so first you have to, oh, here we go. Who did this? Oh, thank you. Okay, so is this the virtual commons? Oh, okay. So Mohammed, if you set up your VPN, you have to read all the instructions, and then I would turn off my apps, like close it down and then turn it back on. It should say on top, it'll give you a sign. So I'll turn on my apps and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I have my Global Protect VPN is on. I type in my apps here for Seneca College. I log in. After I turn on my my Global Protect or VPN. What? I've already used apps anymore. No. Oh God, yeah, because I had to okay, it's gonna download apps anywhere. Okay. And then it should be validating on top. Oh God, I'm not even sharing my screen. Hold on. So when you're looking here, okay. Next. Yes. Okay, so here it's say validating. It should be green. Okay, not red. I get a lot of red. Yours should be green. See, I get a roll. I swear, I'm telling you. It happens to me all the time. Anyhow, so yours should be, you know, it'll go green and then you'll be able to find it somewhere at the bottom here. But because mine is still like working, okay? As I said, I don't know. I just know that you're supposed to get VPN, okay? Then I would suggest you email service desk and copy me on the email. Okay, Mohammed, that's all I could suggest. That's the only thing I know. I'm sorry. And also email my apps. So email service desk and my apps because they have their own and they can help you. They're very good, my apps. The service desk for them. Okay. All right. So let's get started. So we're gonna do a little bit of an intro to MicroStation. We're gonna open it up. I have updated the link. Has anybody tried it? Has anybody tried the link for? Okay, excellent. Okay, great. Okay. So for the link, so once you're going to finish, have you guys actually started it? Like started? So yeah, so for this, once you get started, once you finish a section, they're little tiny ones, but it's about a 3-hour session. So, you know, you can do it over time, you can do little by little, it's whatever, whenever you have time, as long as you finish it by when it's due, okay? So that's for that. So we're going to look at some the actual program, and then we're going to try and exercise if we have enough time. If not, we're going to start the exercise next week, or you guys can try it on your own for the exercises. But you're going to get time in class to do them, so I can help you, and that's why we set up that Teams team. Okay, and sorry. Yes, VAI, correct. Right here. Okay. All right. So a few things about MicroStation is the when you open up MicroStation, it's not like AutoCAD where it automatically opens up, it gives you options for templates. It doesn't do that. It needs a file. Okay, so it needs you to set up a file for it or something that you would have it, or it's called a seed file, and it has the option of 2D or 3D. Okay, and that's why it automatically opens like that. If I press cancel, it will literally close the entire software down. Okay, you have to pick a file for it to work. That's the one thing. So we have to find create a file or set up a file. So I'm going to do what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it once, and then I'm going to give you guys time to do it so you are following along. Okay, I need you guys to follow along with me in class. It would of course be, you know, simultaneously, but right now I need you guys to just kind of, I will give you time. It'll be a little bit slower. Remember, this is an intro, and we want to make sure that I want to make sure that you have this down, okay? Later on for the project, you're going to get a template to start with, but for now, we're going to look at how to open up the actual software. So first thing we do is we're going to look at here. We give it a name, so we would need to provide a name for the actual. We give it a name first, so we save first, and you can see here that the file type is, you know, a CAD file, but the ones for MicroStation are all .ggn. It's not .dwg anymore. It's .dgn. Okay, so how do I get a seed file? If I go under New File, okay, and then I look and for Browse. Here you will have a whole bunch of different ones. You have model seed, the 2D and the 3D, and then the trans seed, which we only are looking right now at the 2D seed. So seed 2D, we make sure we click it, we press OK, open, and you'll see here it even shows it that it's a seed file 2D. So meaning we'll be working in 2D format at this point. We're not even looking at the 3D. It will automatically set that up. Okay, file name, I'll give it a file name. I'll say, for example, we're going to look at exercise 1, and I'm going to say, okay, and what I did is I made a folder. So you can create a folder somewhere where you're going to keep everything. If you have a folder for CDM or whatever, I just created a folder. Make sure that my service, I'm going to save it as a DGN file, okay? We don't want it as a DWG, we want it as a DGN, okay? I'm going to click Save, and then you can see it's right here. Now, I can change some things called about the working space, but right now, we're not going to do that. Where your username, you would have that, and I'm going to want you to do that later for your project. You can set that up. It's just, you click down here, you click New, you put your name in there. Okay, we're not going to do anything with here, so we're just going to keep it as is. So you should have I think untitled, untitled, and then default. Okay. Oh, what did I do? And if you lose it like I do, okay. So once I find my file, okay, I'm going to open. And then it will open up the software. Okay, so I want you guys to try it out. I'm going to do it again, but I want you guys to try it out. So first thing you do is you double click and open your MicroStation. Most of you here, do you guys have your MicroStation open or available? Okay, excellent. So open it up. I want you to get to this point where it was like blank. Okay, and of course I hope you have made a folder already, or you can take a minute and make a folder, or you can make it through here, as you would know. Okay. And after that, once you're here, you're going to click on New File, Browse. Make sure you pick the 2D seed file. Okay, click Open. Then you create a file so you can name it. Okay, whatever exercise 1 we're going to be working on for at the beginning. And then you click Save. And then you should have it here. And then you want to open it. So you've created one. Now you're opening it. Okay, is everybody with me? Okay. Dave was with me. Okay, excellent. Great. Okay, how many people at this point, please? I want you guys to raise your hand and actually like show me, because otherwise I don't know how far I should go, how fast I should go. Yes. So no's, you guys are not with me, correct? Is that what I'm hearing? If you weren't here at the beginning to do this, I'm gonna repeat it one more time. Okay, I'm gonna repeat it one more time and then walk it with me. So is everybody, I'm gonna cancel this, I'm gonna close this down, I'm gonna open it back up. So you double click, open. Sorry, I have like a cough or something. Okay, you should be at a blank folder. Usually it's called DGN, but you should have created your own folder. Okay, and you just need to put it somewhere wherever your folder is, however way you're comfortable. Okay, in that folder, you're going to create your own MicroStation sheet or template that you're going to start with. How you do that is you go in this file, open. Does everybody have this open? How about that? Is everybody at this point? Okay, Raymond or whoever said they weren't with me, Michael McDowell. Yeah, okay. So you guys are with me. I know you did, David, but others are working with me right now. Okay, so when we're here, you're going to see this little page. It's a white page with a little asterisk on the top. You're going to click on it. It says New File. Is everybody here now? One. Okay. I'm not going to repeat, so make sure if I'm going too fast, you let me know. Okay. So while we're here, we're going to click on Browse right at the bottom in the bottom right. Click on Browse. and make sure that you select the C2D. Is everybody here? Excellent. I like it. Okay. So we're going to select this C2D. You're going to click open, and it will take you back to the new, here where you can put in a file name, okay? Where you're going to save your file. So once you're back here, you're just going to type in a file name, okay? So type in exercise, whatever, size 1, or I already have that. I'll put 1, okay? And then, is everybody okay here? We're going to click save. And now it should be available here. You'll see it now here. Are you guys all with me? Okay. So I'm going to click on the exercise, select the one, or it should already be selected for you. And then you're going to click on open. Okay. Once it's open, now it's here. It's available. It's open. The file is open. This is MicroStation. Welcome to MicroStation. Now it's a little bit different for sure than what you're used to with regards to AutoCAD or even Revit, if you've taken Revit. So it's a bit different, but MicroStation is more mouse-based than command-based. You can use commands, but it's very difficult. In here, I don't recommend it. I don't do it. I've never used a command in here. You'll see it automatically opens with 2 different views. You don't need 2 views at this point. You just need 1. You'll need multiple views when you're doing the 3D, but with 2D, you only need really 1 view. Okay, so I'm gonna just close one of these views down, view number 2, and I'm gonna maximize my view 1. This should already be open. This should already be available on the side here. Is yours not there? Could it be that it's minimized maybe? No, you need the correct version, Trong. So you're gonna need to download the correct version, okay? It's not. It's very it's not very outdated at all, actually. This is actually one of the more commonly used at this point now, especially with, as I said, you only use it in structural. A lot of places are moving towards MicroStation away from AutoCAD, and not a lot of people are using, from what I've seen so far, a lot of people are using this more even than Revit. It depends on what kind of field you're in. So it's not outdated. It's commonly used. It's loved, and you'll enjoy it. I don't know what you mean by sheet view. See, this is why we're gonna have the Teams thing so you can share. So I don't know. Yeah, City does use MicroStation. I agree with Carla. I know, yeah, City of Toronto uses it. I know that, I think Markham or one of these cities, York Region, I think uses it. Like, there's a few. Anyways, so Hayden, I don't know what you're trying to say. What do you mean you're in sheet view? I did close view number 2, Michael. Do you want me to open up Teams and you can share your screen there? I don't. Did everybody get this here, or is everybody like Hayden? You're here where I am? Okay, so Hayden, close it down and try it again. Okay, that's okay. I can get this for you. Don't worry about that. Okay, try it again. Try recreating it like the way I said. You should be able to get to here. It should not take you to a white page because you have to create those. So unless you've changed something or you've done something or using a different type of software, it should automatically take you to this. Okay, and if you still have trouble, I might have to, you know, get you logged through Teams and I can see what's going on. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna get. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna get started here and explain MicroStation or to you a little bit. We're gonna get just the starting point. So you'll see here there's a lot of drop-down menus. Well, not a lot, but just a few drop-down menus. And the drop-down menus are important in AutoCAD, not AutoCAD, in MicroStation. And they do have a lot of the stuff you would be using. You can use some of these tools outside and put them as buttons rather than having them within the drop-down menu, but it's however way you feel that that you would like to customize it. This software is very customizable to what you prefer, and I actually really do enjoy it. So of course your file here, you have, you know, your new, open, close, save settings, and your, you know, your print, import, export, all that stuff is all in here. When you're in here, I just want to let you know that Bentley MicroStation is already set up to automatically save your work. So you don't have to worry. Let's say your computer crashes while you're in the middle of the work. Everything up until that point will be saved. Okay, which is amazing. You don't have to worry about already setting it up to save every 10 minutes or every 5 minutes. It's already pre-done for you. Okay. If you do have certain things that you've made changes on, you will just need to go click Save Settings. So if, let's say, you want it opening up on this sheet instead of another sheet, or you want to make sure that all your different settings are on here, like when you add you know, different toolbars and things like that in here, that you just click Save Settings and it will save it, and it will be all ready for you for the next time. It will remember. See, the thing is, the only problem, if you went ahead and downloaded it on your computer through that, you know, that PDF that I sent you guys with the code, if you guys downloaded it, it will save. If it's through a Virtual Commons, for sure it won't save. And I think if it's through my apps, it won't save either. So it really does depend. If your computer can handle downloading the software, I would recommend you download it. But if it can't, then I guess you're just gonna have to kind of, you know, always have whatever ones you want open later on. Okay, does that make sense? Okay. Okay, edit is just your editing, your, you know, undo, your cut, your paste, all that stuff is in here. Your selecting is under here. Elements is looking more at style settings, so you can change the dimension style, the align style. So all these things are in here. Then you also have your settings, which is for individual settings. So you have, for example, drawing scale. So when you open up drawing scale, it'll just say, like, I want my scale 1:1, or if you want to customize it from, you know, meters to millimeters. Another one that's important is dimension. Okay, so under elements, dimension style is where you would change if you want something in meters or in millimeters. Under units, you can make all these changes in here. You can also make the changes of how you would want it to look when you do dimensioning, and we're going to go through these later on, but this is how you do that. The one thing I will ask is that you change, we're going to make our units as millimeters. So we're gonna, you can just use this one. That's not a problem. So unclick on use working units and change it to millimeters. Okay. And we want our accuracy, I don't know, let's say, just keep it at 2 decimals. It's not a big deal for now. So master units is your millimeters. Okay. And then you don't have to do anything. You just close it. Okay, I'll show you where dimension style is again. So under elements, element, you can go dimension style. And then here you would change it. Okay. All right. I'm hoping everybody's okay. So settings, again, individual settings. So depending on the, for the file, color, AccuDraw, and we're going to talk about what AccuDraw is after. Your locks, your levels. Levels is your layers. Okay, so levels equals layers is also in here. Tools, this is where you're going to get all your toolboxes. Okay, so we already have some here, and you can see where it says attributes. For example, if I turn that off, you can see that the one here, it's turned off. Here, I'll show you where you would have all your reference files and everything is all turned off. So it depends. You're gonna, have to play around with that, see which ones you would want to keep, which ones you don't. So for example, I don't need this because it's already here. That's my main one where you can, we're gonna go through that one. But for example, standard, where you would have like your new, your save, your print, all that stuff. I usually like to have that up here, and it depends on where you want it. You can move it around, you can put it vertically, you can put it on the other side. It's really customizable, but I like to have it on here. Now remember, the more toolboxes you open and put on your page, the less space you're going to have for drawing. So you don't want to have too many. You don't want to cluster your entire space, but you want to have a few that you would use on a consistent basis. Okay. Another one that for me that's important is where I do like extend, cut to, or cut or trim, and trim between two lines. This one I use constantly, so I always have it at the bottom there. So as I said, it's very, very customizable to how you want it. So as you go on and start working and start creating, drawings, you're going to see which ones you want to have, which ones you don't want to have, which ones are important and which ones are not to you. The left side, I never shrink the left side. I leave it always. I might make it a little smaller, but this is as small as that, but it's always there. I don't like to close it down. You can unpin it or pin it. I love it, available to me at all the time. Okay. But again, it's customizable to you. So if you prefer not to have it there, you can, right? It's up to you, however way you like to have that. So, okay. I'll show you that later when we get through to everything, okay? What else? These things we're not going to really discuss much about. Utilities and workspace. Windows here, it shows you how many views. So if I wanted more, if I want 4 views, for example, I can have view 4 here, and I can say, okay, I want my view 4, my view 2, my view 3, and then I could say, okay, I want them cascaded, so right one after the other. I want them tiled, so they're all beside each other. And this will be very, very, very helpful when you get to do 3D, because then you can see it in more than one view, okay? But you don't need that for 2D for sure. And you can close these down. You can always reopen them. It doesn't matter. for that. Okay, so that's really just kind of the look of that. Now, one thing, you can see that there's grid lines. I'm not a fan of grid lines myself. And like those grid dot things, I don't like it. I turn it off. If you like it, keep it on. Where you turn it off is if you go into your view and under grid, you see how it's orange, you make sure you just unclick it, and now it's just a blank default screen. One thing, this element toolbar or text box, or this is something you're going to have to get used to. It's always on. It needs to always be on. Don't close it, it will reopen. So every time you go into a command, it will convert to whatever that command has, the options that you have for that specific command. Okay, now you're going to need to either learn to move it around so it's out of your way when you're doing a drawing. That's one way. Some people like to pin it, so you can actually pin it in somewhere, anywhere else. You can put it on the side, for example. Like if I want it on the side here, I can put it to the side, and it will take up this much space. So I'm like, but it takes up a lot of space. I don't like that. Some people pin it to where the tasks are. So here it goes right above it. The only thing is you're going to have to reduce the size of this, and sometimes, depends on which command you use, you might need even more space. So it depends on what you like. I just like it floating, and then I can move it around however way I want. There is another option, but you guys can do that through the where it will turn off and on its own, and I hate it. But again, you'll learn it through that learning online, the 2D learning online. Okay. So that's for that. So this is, again, very important to have. It kind of gives you your, your mouse commands right there for, like, if you want it to be a crosshair or a point or a block. And some things are useful. Sometimes I use the line one if I'm doing a selection instead of having this, dot thing. So it just depends. You'll get comfortable with it as it comes. I just try to move it somewhere where it's not going to be such a big deal, and just kind of forget about it until I need it. Okay, so that's for that. So we have our pull down menus. This is, the docking station area. Here's our tasks, and then we have all the tasks for our drawing. Okay, so you'll see here, this is where all your drawing set stuff is. The other thing that you have here on top of it for your tasks is your selection. You can have a place a fence, so you can, when you're selecting something, you can place a fence in different ways. And for you to get to that menu, that entire menu that I just showed you, all you have to do is click on it and just hold your left mouse. So click on your left with your left finger and just hold it, and it will pop up. Okay, I want everybody to try that on one of these. And let me know if you guys are having trouble with this. So just on any of these, menu tasks, you can just hold down your left mouse click, and it will come up with a whole bunch of options. So for example, here's the copy, then you have move, scale, rotate, mirror, etc. So, this one is you're going to use it a lot, of course. And then let's say I decide I don't want to use copy, but I want to use move. It will automatically remember it for next time. Okay. So if I click out of there, it will automatically remember it later. Okay. So you'll have to go back if you want to use copy and select copy. Did everybody try this? How is it? Okay. It works. I'm glad. I'm glad. Okay. All right. So, so that's for, so we have different commands. We have the place fence, copy command, and as I said, you have different ones. You can also open the manipulate toolbar. So if I hold it down and I click and say I want to open it, this is a toolbar, right? And just like I would have gone in tools, I can have this one actually open. I can add it here if I'm going to use it so much that I really, really need it out here. Okay. I don't do that with these toolbars because they're available here to me. I don't want to take up more space than I need to. So you can open it up if you want to, even just for a little bit, put it up here, use it, and then you can close it down and it just goes back in. Another way, you can right click and then say open main toolbox, and then you can move this whole thing around if you don't want it there. Then here is the view toolbox. So again, you have different views, you know, how you can walk and fly and things like that. And some of it you'll use with 3D. You won't use much of it with 2D except like fit view and things like that, but that's also available up here. Depending on the view, you can use it up here. Okay. Now, one thing I want you to notice that when I am in a command and I'm done, I'm still inside that command. It does not kick you out until you select element selection or exit. Okay, you have to escape it. It will continue leaving you in that command. So if, let's say I finish something and I say, okay, I want to start something else with the same command, I can just continue. Okay, now how do I stop and start? It's with my right button. Okay, so left, I start my command. Okay, and then when I click on my right button on my mouse, it takes me out of the command. Okay, so I'm going to just get rid of all this. So that's how you would use that with anything. So the reset button or the stop button is your right button, and you'll get used to it. It'll almost become second nature after a while, that whenever you're starting something, you know, you want to stop it, you just click on the right button. Okay, so we went through. Okay, and then the change attributes. So for color, for style, for anything, your change attributes are here. We'll go through it later. Here is your drop element. So that's like your explode. Okay, and your join elements would be all in here. And then here is your toolbox, your modification toolbox. So this is, who was asking me, I think it was Trong, where do you find that? It's right here. So you can open it and then, you know, just like I had, and then I put it down here. I like it there. That's my space for it. But then you can put it wherever you're comfortable. You don't even have to use it all. You know, you don't have to take it out and put it there. It's there for you. This is delete element, but you can also delete using your mouse, you know, just, sorry, by selecting something, pressing delete. That's another option. And then this is your measure distance, your measure command. So this is where you would do your measuring for your distance, radius, angles, etc. Okay. Now every command, as I said, so everything I do, or every command, you're going to see that there are options in here changes. So with this, it depends on what I decide I'm going to select. It changes based on that and gives you those options. Okay. So for example, distance, it'll give you the distance. Okay, do you want to do what kind of distance between 2 points along an element, perpendicular, things like that. So it gives you different options, and it remembers your option, okay, from the time before. So always make sure you check that box and make sure that you kind of work with it, okay? And then if you end up closing it, if you select something, it should open back up. If for some reason it does not open up, for some reason you can't open it back up, all you need to do is go under settings, tool settings is that box. So you just have to make sure that it's checked on. Okay, there's a check mark beside it, and then that will come back up. Okay? Any questions so far? Okay, excellent. Okay. So for drawing commands, you have something called a smart line. Smart line is almost like a polyline, okay? Well, it is. So if I select a smart line and I go ahead and I start making drawing, okay? Once I'm out and I'm done, and I go here, now this is just one element, okay? But if I have just a regular line, just placing a line, once I am done, I just select, it's one single line. So that's the difference. It depends again what you're doing. You're going to kind of get in the habit of. I think most of this class I might have to end up using my camera just to show you things with my fingers on my mouse, but I just wanted to see how it was go. It depends on how you know how well you guys are responding to this. Might have a camera on, sometimes not on. It depends on what is better for you guys. Okay. Yes, there is a command for that, Michael, and it would be under here. It will be create complex. You can create something called a complex shape, or okay, a chain, sorry, or a shape. It depends on what you're doing. Okay. What else? So again, you're going to have different ones. So here are all your line commands, your linear. Then here you have your different shapes, your rectangle, you know, a different type of shape. You can, you know, however way you need it. Like circles, arches, arcs, that kind of thing here. Here's your hatching. Here's your text. So here you would have all your, you know, whatever notes you need to put in. And then this is all your dimensioning. Okay. Yeah, so this is kind of the start of it. Now at the bottom here, okay, this is your status bar right here, where you're going to see whenever I'm inside a command, it tells me what to do, or it tells me, you know, just like your command line on AutoCAD, it kind of tells you, okay, you know, start your line, okay, identify the end of the line, and so on and so forth. Some things are really cool with the MicroStation. And we'll go through them together. Also, what you find with your status bar is your snaps. Okay. Again, this is one thing that I like to have available without, like, you know, always having to go down here for it. So for me, I do a button bar, and I have it up here, which is this one. This is your snaps. So again, when you, depends on what you select in here, it will automatically keep it that way. This is multi-snap, so it snaps to like everything. Like all the tools that are available would be open. This is just your end, your midpoint. Okay. So it just depends on what you're going to use it for and when you need it. That's how you would do that. Okay. And then you lock or unlock of that, but we like leave it the way it is for now. We're not going to go through that right now. And right above that, you're going to see that there is, again, two tasks tools. Your view group, which shows you. So remember when I was doing the views, I could just click on here and just open up different views. You can do it really quickly through here. Excuse me. And this is my AccuDraw, where when I'm drawing, I have my X and Y coordinates, and I can, and you see, if once I turn, you know, once I go ahead and go into a drawing mode and I start drawing, it automatically activates. Okay, and you get this box where it shows this is my X, this is my Y. Okay, and you'll see that when I'm moving my cursor, X, and then this is Y. Okay. Now, a few things you can toggle between X and Y, and then if you click on space while you're in here, it will go between distance and angle. So you'll see that it changes, becoming distance and angle rather than X and Y. So it depends again on how what you prefer you can customize it to how you like that. How you customize that is in here where you see the toggle AccuDraw. If you right click on it, you can go into your settings, and in settings you can change your coordinates, either polar or rectangle. So it depends on what you like. You can do that and it would be ready for you. So I just use my mouse to do that. Now, let's say I had created a line that is on an angle. You'll notice that my AccuDraw kind of angles, but when I go ahead and try to do another line, it doesn't do the X and Y. For you to bring it back, to reset it to the proper X and Y, all you have to do while you're in here is click on V for view, and it will rotate it. Okay? And then you'll be back to your normal X and Y. Now you'll also notice that it kind of, when you're on your 0x and 90, it highlights it. It makes it a little bit darker. The reason for that is just saying that it's telling you it's on your X and Y. And you'll see here that if there's an angle, that the angle changes in there. Okay, this is in your element view. Okay. So see, here is 90, 0 to 70, or sorry, 180 to 70. Okay, so that's how it is. So if I wanted to draw a line that was, 10, so I can go ahead and draw 10. And once I click 10, you'll see that my X, because I had it in that direction, my X is now highlighted orange. Does everybody see that? No? At the bottom. At the bottom? Here. This bottom right here. Okay. It's 10. So, and it's stuck there, right? I can't do much except because I said I wanted it at 10. So it keeps it that way. And then once I click, and if let's say I wanted to change the Y to 5, again, it will allow you, okay, you want it at 5 at this angle. What angle do you want it? Or do you want it straight? I can click it. And another really cool thing with MicroStation is that it remembers, it has a memory of the last length you used. Okay, so if I go close to the 5, you'll notice, because that was the last number I used, you'll notice it kind of makes it like a T. Does everybody see that? So if I click on here, it's exactly 5. Okay, but you'll see that my my AccuDraw is kind of rotated, so I can just click because it's going in my Y instead of my X. Do you guys see that? That it's in my Y instead of my X. Everybody see that when I'm moving on my X is going into the Y? Yeah, so I'm just going to click V to make it rotated to view so that I know that it's in the X direction. And then I can just click here, for example, and I can click here, and then once you close, that's it. And then I right click and I exit. So I want you guys to try drawing just something simple, just to try it out. And then we'll go from there. So I'll give you a couple minutes just to try this out. Try just drawing something. Let's say about, I don't know, 3 minutes. Draw something. And if you have any questions, that's when I'll know what to do. Okay? So go ahead, try it out. Yeah, but escape won't do much for you. You'll just press it and you're going to keep going. Why isn't it working? Why isn't it working? Until you, oh, okay, I just have to right click and then you're out. And then I think there is a way. to set it. I'll have to look at it. I can't remember that one, where you can use escape as an exit, but for like the main thing. I know. To change it, or like to put it back to like the X and Y, the proper one is V. But if you want to change it from a square to a circle, like polar from X and Y to polar, from rectangle to polar, then you have to click on the space bar. No, you cannot do that, Michael. You can't make it AutoCAD. So when you select a line, you can either, hover over it. If you want to select the entire thing, you have to hold it down. You have to like click left and then hold it down and go around it. Not the opposite of what you would do at AutoCAD. In AutoCAD, you click once and then you drag. This one, you have to hold down your button. Okay, Ryan? Sorry, who was asking me that question? Ivan, sorry. Okay. Yes, Ryan. Okay. Pan and zoom with your mouse. So you can zoom in and out with the scroll button, Michael. Panning, just by holding it down, same way. And you can move things around. Just the same exactly. That one is easy. Oh, you're going to need a mouse. There's no question about that. You need a mouse. How are you working without a mouse? There is no command. Or there is, but sorry, it would be hell. You can click on Fit View for zooming. Here is your pan view. Again, zooming around, but again, it's that's how you do that for now. Okay. Yeah, you need a mouse for anything. Listen, if you're gonna go into softwares, anything with software, you need a mouse for it, right? This whole touching and the touch screen and the MacBook. And I know some people emailed me about their Macs not working with my apps. If it's not, I think you probably have to download the software, okay? No, Ren, you don't need to do that. You just have to log in with your Seneca ID, and it should not have to ask you. So once you log in, you shouldn't have any problems. The snap panel, yes, strong, of course. So at the bottom here, you're going to see what it looks like, kind of a half U almost. If you click on it, hold it down, and then you say, and then, oh God, and then you go up to button bar, it'll bring this up. You already try what, Nan? Okay, joining lines is later. We're not going to go into that right now. I just want you getting to draw. Okay, just draw the elements. Here. Okay, so has everybody drawn? Does anybody have any questions about drawing? I haven't heard anything from Zyro. Like, I haven't heard even any message. Zyro, are you having any trouble? I'm going to call you guys out if I don't hear anything. Okay, good. from you. Roofing, or I don't know if you'd prefer to be called, if you want me to call you Ray, which one you prefer. You're good? Roofing is good? Okay. Reniku? Reniku? How are you doing? Reniku Samuel, are you here? And Prem, how are you doing? How are you doing then, Reniku? Are you feeling, is everything okay? Are you getting everything okay so far? Everything's good. Good. Prem, how about you? And Maria? I love that. Okay, good. You're like, I'm quiet, so I'll just tell her I'm good so she knows. Okay. I don't know where Prem is. She's not responding, but okay, I'll come back to everybody after. That was good though. Good one, Brian. Oh, he'll catch himself ahead of time. Okay, so I just want to make sure everybody's on the same page before I move on, and then and then it kind of gets hectic. So today it's a lot easier. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now is, we haven't taken a break. I need somebody to remind me, because I'll just keep going and going and going. So we're gonna take a 10-minute break now. We'll come back at 4:40, and then we'll do one of the exercises, and then that will be it for today. Before we do go on break, did everybody sign up to their groups? I only have one person that signed up, literally. Okay, and then also, did everybody put their name on the sign-in sheet? Because if you haven't, I'm just gonna have to put those final few people on. There's still 3 more people who haven't, so I'm gonna just confirm that they're still in the group, in this classroom, and I'm gonna place them in anywhere. Okay, so if for whoever has not, so what you guys are gonna do is, you're going to click on groups. Okay, I need this done today. Okay, or actually, I need this done. I mean, yes, I need this done today, because you guys need to start working, and I need your stuff in here. Okay, I will not. You will be penalized if your stuff is not going through the groups. Okay, it will affect your mark. I want it done through here. So you need to sign up. You need to put your stuff through here. So you're going to go click on groups, view sign up sheets, and then of course you're going to sign up to the corresponding one. So if you had signed up to group 1, you make sure you sign up your name in one of these groups. Okay, I have one person signed up. One. Where's the one person? Oh, there we go. 2 groups. Never mind. 2 groups are fully signed. 3 groups. Okay, so I have 6 groups that have nobody in them. So I need those to be finished, please. And then you guys will be ready, and then you guys can get started with the project. We'll go through it once I have everybody done. I'll show you guys your rubrics. Okay? Any question about that? Okay, I'm assuming no questions. Any questions? Okay, then let's go for break. I'll see you guys in 10 minutes. Hayden, are you still here? Where's Hayden? Can you meet me in Teams, please? I'm just gonna start a meeting, guys. Hayden, if you can join it. Who else? Oh, look at that. I have some people already there. Hayden, if you can join it, please. Diego, you've been removed. Okay. And we're back. All right, so one thing I need to do, which I haven't done, I didn't do last class, and I didn't do it so far, is I'm gonna go through. So Ivan, it's not only accessible through Virtual Commons, it's accessible through my apps, and you can also download it. The instructions on how to download it on your own personal computer is on Blackboard, okay? Yes, Nan, what's up? What's not working? So it's working. Did anybody else have any trouble downloading the ones through? So MicroStation, oh, for Mac. So then there's options. There's 3 options when you do the download for the V8i. It gives you one for Mac. So make sure you're selecting the right one. Okay. So hold on. Let me see if I can log in. I'll show you. I don't want to do that. Okay. So where's my share screen? Oh, here it is. Okay. So when you're here, hopefully it comes up soon. Today. Okay. Here, if you click on just Apps Bentley, it will ask you to sign in. So you have to, if you haven't, you have to sign up. Okay. So you can't just download from here. You have to either sign in or sign up. And then did you not do that? Nan, did you sign up? It's a link on Blackboard. So that part I think you can figure out. Okay. That we have, it's under assignments, under course documents. Okay. You guys need to make sure you go through all the stuff that's on there for you guys, for you. Okay, just because I have to go through everything all over, it's just more time wasted. Okay, so make sure that you do that, and it will take you right to the page. Make sure you sign up, and then it might ask you for the school code, and you use that. If you have trouble, let me know. I know Daewoo didn't have any trouble, so hoping everyone doesn't have any trouble, and then we can go from there. So once you've logged in, Brian, you should download. Once you're downloaded, it's done. It's on your computer. So it won't let you download? You guys are more than welcome, if it saves time, to use your mics rather than typing it, you know, whatever you need, if you're comfortable with it. Brian, you kind of just shut down. Not sure.
Can you hear me there?
It's a little muffled. But there's some background noise or some.
Oh, okay.
But go ahead.
What happens when I enter the school code and I click on the download software link? It will bring me right back to entering the school code again, log me out, make me do that whole thing, and it repeats over and over again, and I can't actually get into the download section.
Real now, when you signed up with the school email?
Correct. Yeah.
I haven't had any trouble. Daewoo, did you have any trouble like that? Or anybody else who downloaded it? Yeah, the verification, this is your school code, your verification code, yeah. Oh, that's really weird. Brian, maybe can you send me just a screenshot so it won't download it at all?
No, every time I click on the link for download software, which says step 1, every single time I click on it, it goes back to that update your profile, enter the school code, it logs you out, makes you log back in, and it just repeats. Like it's not saving the school code.
Okay. Once I get everybody started on doing their exercise, can you just come on Teams and you can share your screen and show me what you're doing?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Okay. There is only V8i that's available. I don't know what this V8 is. Okay, maybe try that, Brian, logging out and logging back in, but either way, we'll go through it. Yeah, the website can be a little bit glitchy. Yeah, that's not the one we are using, Trong. Okay, so guys, when you go here, so I'm just gonna show you just because, make sure everybody's here. Sign in. I already have my account. Sign in. And when you're here, you're gonna download software. It'll take time. Okay, and eventually, at some point this year, it'll open. So I'll just give it a few minutes until then. And then I want to go ahead and actually There we go. So once I click here, here are your options. And you'll see that it says featured and then most downloaded. You want to make sure that you download you click on MicroStation. Okay. So when you click on MicroStation, it will give you options, MicroStation Connect Edition or MicroStation V8i English. That's the one you want to download. This one. Not this one. This one. This one. Okay. All right, everybody. I hope it's. Does everybody hear me? Okay, sounds good. So I can exit out of this. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I do want to go through attendance because I haven't, and I need to make sure that, you know, people are showing up because they do ask us. It's the Select Series 3 is the older version. That's all. I don't think there's a big difference. It's almost like, you know, 2021, yeah, 2020 or 2021 or whatever. So Series 10 is the most up to date. Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna stop sharing my screen. No, before I do that, I don't see a problem because I think the one that they have on my apps is Series 3. I don't think they have the Series 10 there. Okay. But if it becomes an issue, I'll let you know. Okay. So before we do that, I want you guys to go into your course, your assignments. I don't know what's happening. What happened? Just like froze. What's going on? Okay. What the hell? What just happened? I have no idea what happened. It's just not working. Are you guys still with me, or am I losing everything? I'm back. I don't know what happened. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Can you all hear me now? Okay, sorry about that. Like literally it just froze and everything. I was like, I don't know what's happening. I was just trying to do attendance. Okay. Actually, before I do that, I want to just, could you? I hope I didn't say anything wrong. I hope I didn't say anything that I shouldn't. All right, so guys, I want you to finish exercise 1 for next class. So you're just gonna go ahead and draw. Okay, I'm good. Whew. Okay. Don't be sorry, Valeria. So I just want you guys to draw this using MicroStation. So how you're going to draw that, so just using either place smart line or just a regular line. I'm just going to use smart line. I'm just going to start it. So you start it anywhere, it doesn't matter. And remember, you're going to have it either your dimensions. If you're going to do it in millimeters, then you're going to do this all in, it doesn't really matter if you use meters or millimeters right now. We're just kind of practicing. So just going 1.8, for example. And then remember, your enter doesn't work. You have to actually click, okay, with your mouse. And then 3.15, and then click. You don't have to click up here. You can just click anywhere. So yeah, so you guys finish that for next week just to kind of try it. If you want to move on and try out, other exercises, your exercise 2, I think, yeah, you can try exercise 2. That just has to do more with angles. And then there's exercise, I think, up to this one where we did the stretch. But again, we're going to work on these next class. Remember this beautiful one? Do you remember that, guys? And then there's this one as well. This one is going to be more 3D. This one is 3D, so you don't have to do that one right now. This is also 3D. I think it was only up to exercise 3, but I'm not sure. I can't remember. This one we already did. This one can be, you can do the 2D for it and then do the 3D after, but and save these, guys, okay? And of course your assignment. So you can go ahead and actually create that in 2D, okay? So I'll leave you to work on some of these, just at least exercise 1 for next class. Make sure you guys are all signed up. You're already starting to take a look at what you want to, your research. Make sure you download it in here so that it's all up to date. I'll be checking them. And I'm going to do attendance now. And then I'm going to, these are all exercises. They're not assignments. Michael, so they're just for you to practice. So I want you to do exercise 1 for next class. Okay, and then next class you're going to have time to do a few exercises. Okay, I'm going to give you time in class, but right now we didn't have a lot of time. We only have about 5 minutes, so I just want to do, I don't have time to give you time in class to do it because we had a lot to cover because, last class we didn't. We couldn't do a lot. So anyhow, I'm going to just go through attendance really quickly. Okay. Oh. Jerwin, if you, yes, after class, probably. Is that okay with Brian? Okay. And so let me go ahead and just see who's here and who's not. Okay, Michael, I know you're here. Abu Nassar. If I say your name incorrectly, I apologize. Please, come speak up and just let me know how I should say your name. Okay? Yeah, I'm Arab, so I have to get Abu Nassar correctly. Okay, Arifin, I know you're here. Hassan Aziz. Hassan, yeah. Sanjeev Basnet, here. Nen, but I know you're here as well. I saw you speaking to me. Hopefully you're still here, I think. Sebastian, I think I saw your name. I think you messaged me. You're here. Yeah. Jerwin. Jerwin, I try not to say last names because I know I'm most likely gonna like demolish it. So I try not to, you know, go there. Harshal is, I think, I know Dave was here. William Chang is here. Thank you. Raymond Chu is here. Great. Bill Gunn or Bill Gunn? Did I say it correctly, Bill Gunn? Yeah, okay. Zero. Gabriel Dominguez. Not here. Okay, so Gabriel. Okay, I'll have to do these a few days just to make sure that, you know, who's showing up and who's not, kind of thing. Samuel, Aaron. Okay. Ivan, I know you're here. Brian Greeno. Cool. Good. Thank you. Okay. Phi Thao Vi. Phi Thao Vi, are you here? Nope. But I know he was he or she. I see that's the problem with now with online because I can't tell. I should say he, she. I'll just say they. Ifinia, sorry. Not here. Okay. Hongwi. Good. Sadi. Great. Ran. Michael McDowell. I have a few Michaels, so. Mohammed Jawed. Yeah. Bo. Or sorry, Bao. Bao is here. Trong is here. Honglin is here, I think. Yes, Honglin is here. Valeria, you're here. I saw your. Asya is here. She's quiet, but here. Hassan, Safwan. I have two Hassans, too. Hassan, Safwan, Hassan Aziz. Hassan Safwan, are you here? He's not here. Okay. Renique. Okay, I know I probably said it wrong. So if you can correct me, I'd really appreciate it. Did I say correctly, Renique? Is it Reniku or is it Renique? Gabriel was here. Why didn't he say anything? First one? So you're Renique. Okay, Renique. Okay, sounds good. Excellent. Okay, sounds good. Carla, I think I saw you messaging in at one point. Shubham. Shubham's here. No. Okay. And who else? James? Oh, James. James, are you here? No. Prem, I know you're here. Maria? See, when you talk a lot, I already know you're here. I can just almost skip you. Kiefer? Did I say your name correctly? Okay, great. Ray Wang, or sorry, Ray Yang. Thank you. Hayden, I know you're here. Lashwi? Did I say your name right? That's the question. Okay. All right, so everybody, I got you. Okay, if you weren't here in your last class, make sure you sign up to your group, to a group through assignment. There's a list, right, that you guys can make sure you sign up. I'm gonna check it today. I said I would check it last time, but I got so busy with the whole system issue. No, I said your name, Nan. I said I know Nan's here. See, because you were speaking, I knew you were here, see? Before, so, because you were participating. So anyhow, let me make sure that I did not miss you. I don't think I did. What's your last name then? Hold on. Yeah. Oh yeah, I did see you. You're fine. Okay. So, as I said, if you haven't signed up, please make sure you sign up. I will be checking them by this weekend. I'll give myself a few days just to make sure that everybody's on there. And nothing else. Have a great evening. Okay, I will either see you in the next class or I will see you next week. Okay, have a great weekend if I don't see you in my next class. Enjoy, and I will speak to you guys soon. Okay, and good luck. All right, and for the 2 people who needed my help, come on, teams, I have 5 minutes. Brian, and I think it was Darwin. Thank you, guys. Pleasure. No problem, Hayden. My pleasure. Thank you, guys. Whose mic is on? Somebody has their mic on.
Hi, Miss Kay Henry.
Who's that? Who am I talking to? Hold on.